Today was Lucas's first day at this school. The old iron gate, the withered trees. Everything seemed so strange. He slowly walked toward his classroom and quietly went inside, taking a seat. The other students were peacefully busy with their work. Then the class began. The teacher, Emily, looked at Lucas with surprise. "Why are you here?"
We recently moved to New York, so I had to change my school.
"All right, but study quietly here and don't get distracted by anything. If there's still a problem, you can step out to the playground." As soon as class ended, Lucas started heading toward the canteen, but two boys began to bother him. Lucas ran as fast as he could and reached the basement. It was dark everywhere. There was no sound at all. Then, suddenly, he heard a woman crying. Lucas wanted to run away, but something human inside him wouldn't let him. He started following the sound. That's when he saw a woman crying in great pain.
What happened to you? Are you okay?
As soon as Lucas looked at the woman, he lost his senses. He had never seen such a terrifying face before. He tried to run outside to save his life. His luck was on his side. He managed to get out of the basement. But the image of that woman kept haunting his mind. He wanted to go home, but since it was before the end of the break, leaving through the gate wasn't allowed. All the students were waiting for their next teacher, Hannah. And Lucas thought he would gather courage and ask her about the woman. But as soon as the teacher arrived, Lucas lost all his senses again. She was the same woman he had seen in the basement. Lucas's whole body went cold. Even though he wanted to, he couldn't say a word. Teacher Hannah didn't pay any attention to him and started teaching. As soon as class ended, a student named Sam came up to Lucas and said that he wanted to be friends. He was also very lonely in this class. Lucas felt very happy that someone had finally spoken to him nicely. He wanted to discuss the woman he had seen, but he didn't trust just any random student yet. To relax, he decided to wash his face and come back. But as soon as he entered the washroom, the lights went out. The door slammed shut on its own. Lucas started banging loudly, but no one heard his calls.
Help me! Is anyone there? I wish I had never come to this school. I feel like my time to die is near.
He looked at the mirror and saw something written there, in blood. At that very moment, he lost consciousness. When he woke up, he was in the school dispensary and Sam was standing beside him. Sam explained that he had been waiting for Lucas in class for a long time. When Lucas didn't show up, Sam went to check for him in the washroom and found him unconscious. Then Sam asked Lucas a question that completely shook him. He said that the teacher whose class had just ended had come back later to ask for him, but when Sam said that Lucas had gone outside, Teacher Hannah had replied that she would come again. Hearing this, Lucas immediately left for the school gate, but Sam stopped him.
I can't keep this secret from you any longer,
Sam said.
Secret? What secret?
Sam explained that there was a graveyard beneath the school, which was why strange things kept happening here. He said that no student ever goes into the basement, and Lucas had made a huge mistake by going there. Lucas started crying loudly. He was terrified. He felt as if at any moment a spirit might attack him. To protect himself, he hurried back to his classroom with Sam by his side. The next class was history with Teacher James. Without thinking twice, Lucas went straight to him and said that he wanted to talk about something important.
Everything in this school is really strange. Teacher Emily had told me to just study quietly and not get distracted. But I still ended up following a sound coming from the basement. And I saw a woman with a terrifying face. And she turned out to be my next teacher, Hannah. I even got trapped in the washroom. Sam had to save me.
The teacher asked about Sam, and Lucas tried to explain that he was the boy with glasses who supposedly studied in her class. The teacher, however, insisted that no such student existed. Panicking, Lucas ran through the classroom, hoping to find Sam and prove his story, but the boy was nowhere to be found. The teacher assumed that Lucas wasn't paying attention in class and concluded that he was making up stories on purpose. Lucas asked about Teacher Hannah, insisting on knowing the truth. Teacher James warned him not to speak like that about Hannah, explaining that she was a highly respected teacher at the school. But Lucas argued, claiming that the terrifying woman he had seen in the basement was indeed Hannah. After some back and forth, Teacher James agreed to call Hannah to clarify the matter. Hearing this, Lucas became extremely frightened. He remembered that Sam had also said that Hannah would come back, but now he had no other option. Slowly, he began moving toward the staff room, convinced that the final moments of his life were unfolding. With trembling hands, he opened the staff room door. And Hannah was indeed inside. When Lucas explained that Teacher James wanted to meet her, Hannah looked surprised. She insisted that there was no such teacher in the school. Without thinking, Lucas tried to run away, but suddenly, the lights went out. He could see nothing.
Save me, Mom, Dad.
Lucas remembered the flashlight in his pocket and slowly began moving forward. He noticed a board that displayed the year the school was built. 1975. Beneath it, another sign stated that the school had been closed since 2005. Lucas's breath caught in his throat. He had no idea where he was or what was happening. Suddenly, a terrifying voice spoke. It was Teacher James. He asked why Lucas hadn't brought Hannah. Trembling, Lucas shone the flashlight on James' face, only to see it had turned pale and horrifying. The teacher's face looked grotesque and terrifying, and he began chasing Lucas. Panicked, Lucas ran back into the washroom and locked himself inside.
Why is everyone after me? I just came here to study.
His eyes fell on a diary that had been thrown into the trash. Inside, there were photos from the time when the school had just been established. In one group photo, he saw Teacher James and Teacher Hannah. That's when he realized that both of them had already died. But the next photo was even more horrifying. It was a class photo. His class, with all the children he had attended classes with. And there, in the picture, was Sam too. Then Lucas remembered his teacher, Emily, whom he had met in his first class. She was nowhere to be found. He realized that she was the only living person in the entire school. Everyone else was dead. All right, but study quietly here and don't get distracted by anything. If there's still a problem, you can step out to the playground. He ran toward the ground and found Teacher Emily sitting there. When he asked her, she revealed that, aside from Lucas, she was the only living human in the school. This school had once been famous throughout the city, with many successful people having studied there. But in 2005, a bomb blast had killed everyone. Teachers, students, everyone. Lucas had been lucky to be away on leave that day. Those who died never received justice. Their spirits still wandered the school, trapped in flames of revenge. Teacher Emily explained that she had been at this school since 2005, and if she were to leave now, the school's influence could still harm children outside its walls. She told Lucas that there was only one way he could leave this place. He had to burn the album in the washroom. She wanted to do it herself, but since she was a part of the school, she couldn't end it all alone. She said that only Lucas could do it, and he had to. He could be stopped, but if he found the courage, he would succeed. Summoning his courage, Lucas moved back toward the washroom. The album was still there, but as he stepped closer, a terrifying woman appeared and grabbed him tightly. She was still advancing toward him. Lucas remembered what Teacher Emily had said. There was only one way he could escape Hannah's grasp. He had to keep her attention elsewhere. He tried the trick, and it worked. But then, Teacher James arrived and started moving toward him. Mustering all his bravery, Lucas reached the diary and set it on fire with a lighter. At that moment, the lights went out, and all the spirits vanished.